edition of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this July 8th, 2021. We have reached nearly the end of the 1949 Rainbow Road. The next two games probably will determine who wins the National League. The Brooklyn Dodgers are in first place. Their magic number is 7. They are 88 and 58. The St. Louis Cardinals are 2.5 games back at 85 and 60. They will go with Max Lanier today. Don Newcomb, the Rookie of the Year, will go for Brooklyn. As we said, the magic number is 7. The Cardinals need them both. The Dodgers, although they can't win the National League outright over this next two games, a sweep by Brooklyn pretty much guarantees that they have a date with the Yankees for the World Series. The Cardinals, well, they just need to find a way to win. That's all they can do. And it starts right now. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Pennant Chase 1949. Wednesday, September 21st, 1949. It's a night game in St. Louis between the Cardinals and the Dodgers. Max Lanier versus Don Newcomb. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. So it is a beautiful night in St. Louis, 71 degrees, winds blowing in from right center at 9 miles an hour as Max Lanier makes his 12th start of the year. He is 6-3 with an ERA of 3.30. And this is as big of a game as you're ever going to find in September. Against the Dodgers, he's made 2 starts, and the numbers are not bad. 16 2/3 innings, 20 hits. That's the bad news. 9 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He is 1-1 against the Dodgers with an ERA of 2.76. He throws the Bugs Bunny fastball at 83 and is a ground ball pitcher. 33 years old. Should go about 120 pitches or so. He last worked the 16th, so 5 days ago. A loss to the Boston Braves, 5 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. So overall, 84 2/3 innings, 89 hits, 39 runs, 31 of those were earned. He's walked 30 and struck out 34. His task to keep the Dodgers cooled off. Here's their lineup. It'll be Pee Wee Reese at short. He'll lead off. Eddie Mixis is at third. He'll bat second. Carl Furillo in right will bat third. Jackie Robinson cleans up at second. Gil Hodges at first will bat fifth. Louis Tickle Me Olmo is in left field. He'll bat sixth. Roy Campanella behind the plate will bat seventh. Duke Snyder with a lefty Lanier on the mound. He's the only lefty hitter in the lineup. He'll bat 8th. And Don Newcomb for the Dodgers will pitch and bat 9th. Defensively for St. Louis in this biggest of big games. Eva Slaughter, a 5 and a 4 in left. Howerton, a 2 and a 3 in center. Ron Northey is a 2 and an 8 in right. Tommy Glaviano, an 8 at third. Marty Marion, a 9 at short. Red Shane Deans to 9 at second. Stan Musial, a 3 at first. Joe Garagiola gets the call behind the plate. He's a 6 and a 6. And Max Lanier is a 3 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. It's the Cardinals and the Dodgers. The last 2 times these teams meet in the regular season, and the margin is 2.5. The magic number for Brooklyn is 7. Pee Wee stands in the box. Reese at 310, 13 homers and 79 RBI. And on a beautiful night in St. Louis, it's a ground ball base hit right side. Northey will pick it up. No Stan Musial for this one. Here's Eddie Mixis. Eddie at 256, no homers and 4 RBI. Pee Wee a threat to steal. Throw to first. He's back. Lanier's pitch. As he drops one down, Lanier off the mound, gets it, throws to Shane Dean's covering, and there's one out. So the Dodgers will play small ball. So Reese on second, one out for Ferrillo, who will not play small ball. At 329, 25 homers, and a whopping 127 RBI. Also has 11 triples. And there's a line drive to short. Marion leaps and makes the catch. 2 out. Jackie Robinson at the plate. Jackie at 369. 35 doubles, 17 homers, and 106 RBI. John, thanks. Hope all is well with you. The wife had company yesterday. So we're with you tomorrow at noon for the second game of the series. Pitch to Robinson. There's a ground ball foul third base side. And the count is 2-2. And we will be doing our part in the Dave Gardner project. Remember, he can read your mind. As we move into the 78 Stanley Cup semifinals. Bruins and Islanders. And the other series is Montreal and the Kings. I think I'm doing game 2 between Montreal and the Kings. And we'll tell you when we do that. Pitch to Robinson is a line drive left field. That's a base hit. Reese will round third and try and score. They'll give Robinson the second. Reese is safe on a bad throw. So Robinson moves to second. And the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. Brings up Gil Hodges, 316, 22 homers, and 112 RBI. Pitch to Gil. Got him. So he swung on and missed a rainbow curve, but the Dodgers get on the board first. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Dodgers won. Here come the Cardinals. And really, can you do much better if you're a Dodger fan than the Nukester? Making start number 28. He is 16-10 with an ERA of 3.59. The rookie, 23 years old, fastball pitcher 89, and a flyball pitcher. Against St. Louis, this is start number 5. He's gone 30 innings, 26 hits, 14 runs, 12 earned. This is the second of 2 teams that he has walked more than he has struck out. He's walked 13 and struck out 12. Overall, 2-2 against the Cardinals with an ERA of 3.60. His last start was against the Pirates on the 16th, so 5 days ago, where he earned his 16th win. 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4. So overall, 213 in the third innings, 189 hits, 18 home runs, 93 runs in total, 85 earned. He walked 67 and has struck out 128. And the lineup he will face is kind of all mumble-jumbled up for the Cards. Red Shadings leads off and bats and plays second. Marty Marion, and by law we must mention he is a 1944 National League MVP and a good choice, will bat second and play short. Oh, Stan Musial's at first. Did I not read the defense for the Cardinals? He will bat third and play first. Slaughter in left cleans up. Ron Northey in right will bat fifth. I could have sworn I read the defense for St. Louis. Howerton is in center. He'll bat sixth. Joe Garagiola to tell the truth, will catch him bat 7th. Tommy Glaviano at 3rd will bat 8th, and Max Lanier, who threw 21 pitches in his half of the first, will bat 9th. Defensively for the Dodgers, it is Louis Olmo, who is a 2 and a 6 in left. Duke Snider on 9 and an 8 in center. Carl Furillo an 8 and a 10 in right. Eddie Mixis is a 5 at 3rd. Pee Wee Reese a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson an 8 at 2nd. Gil Hodges a 9 at 1st. Roy Campanella a 9 and a 6 behind the plate. And Don Newcomb is an 8 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Shane Dienst at 294, 2 homers and 63 RBI. And Newcomb starts his night with a ground ball to short. Reese on the grass. He got a late jump on it, and Shane Dienst beat it out for a single. So a leadoff hit for the Cardinals. Here's Marion. Marty, 226, 33 doubles, 11 homers, and 68 RBI. Throw to first. Shane Dienst is picked off. They got him napping. I wasn't going to send him, but they get Shane Dienst napping 1 out. You can't make mistakes. They magnify in a hurry. And that'll bring up Marty. Well, Marion's up. He hasn't received a pitch yet. So Newcomb picks off Shane Dienst for the first out. Got him. He got Marion to swing and miss on a 1-2 fastball. 2 out. So a good start for the Dodgers. Brings up Musial. Stan at 311. 44 doubles, 27 homers, and 108 RBI. If the Cardinals can make up the difference. This is game 146. They have 8 left, including today. This man needs to get white hot. And he hits a line drive into left center field. Olmo will pick it up. Pee Wee didn't jump, so it was over his head. And so Musial has the 2-out single for Slaughter. Enos at 353, 41 doubles, 11 homers, and 78 RBI. And yep, Musial's going to go. So Campanella. Oh, Musial couldn't get the jump. Fastball misses low, ball 1. So an auspicious start for the Cardinals. Here's a liner in the right center field. That's a base hit. Musial will round second, goes to third. Furillo picks it up on the single, and Slaughter has a 2-out base hit. So here's Ron Northey at 227, 6 homers and 45 RBI. Tying run, Musial on first, or third, Slaughter on first. And Northey punches that in the left field, but Olmo will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Cardinals strand 2, and you wonder if Shane Dienst hadn't been picked off, he would have scored. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the second. It's 1-0 Brooklyn. So here he is, Dave Gardner's favorite baseball player, Louis Olmo at 357. 5 doubles and 14 RBI. Musial, by the way, a 3 at first. And there's a line drive down the line and left. Glaviano couldn't stop it. Olmo is in there with his 6th double of the year. So that's the 3rd hit for the Dodgers. And that brings up Roy Campanella, 313, 21 homers, and 80 RBI. Campy into left center field. Howerton rides the Schwinn, makes the catch. Olmo will hold. 1 out. That brings up Snider. Duke at 272, 26 homers, 86 RBI. Dodgers would love to split these two. Magic number would be at 5 if that's the case. This is 147 for the Dodgers. They have 7 games left. including this. Line drive past Shane Dean. Stomo rounds third and scores. And the Dodgers lead it 2-0. So 1 out for Newcomb, 231 and 3 RBI. Throw to first. Snyder is back. Now they'll pitch out. Snyder goes. A throw from Gary Giola is not in time. It was a high throw, and Shane Deans couldn't come down with it to make the tag. So Snyder, not necessarily known for his speed, has 12 stolen bases. So a 1-0 count to Newcomb. Now Glaviano and Muja will play for the bunt, although I think it would be a tall tale to get Snyder going to third. He swings, popped up. Marion on the edge of the dirt has it for the second out. So Lanier, 39 pitches for his first 9. Inning and 2/3, 4 hits and a strikeout. Pee Wee singled and scored his first time up. This week on Digital Dice, I think we're taping tomorrow, we will be talking about finding games for sports you are a casual fan of. So that's this week's topic. Pee Wee into left field. Back goes Slaughter, but that will stay in the yard, and that will retire the side. But the Dodgers get another run on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It is 2-0 Brooklyn. And so what a time for Bill Howerton to make his 1949 debut at the plate. Well, he's actually walked once. In real life, 308 with an RBI. He went 4 for 13 with a double. Nice bright smile there for Bill. And he hits a single past a diving Jackie Robinson. That's the 4th hit for the Cardinals. And that'll bring up Joe Garagiola. Joe at 271. A triple. 5 homers and 39 RBI. 70 degrees, the wind blowing in from right center at 9. Here's a slow bounder to second. Robinson in the hole. Flips it to Reese for 1. Back to Hodges. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. So 2 out now and nobody on. Cardinals trying to get chances and they've blown them. Here's Glaviano. Tommy at 294. 3 homers and 29 RBI. Supposed to be a rainy day here, or rainy night in Vermont. Hopefully wherever you are watching later on YouTube. And we have a special announcement, by the way, to make later. Or live, maybe on Twitch, that you are safe from Elsa and you can just let her go. And she's not frozen in place. Auto racing would be good for that topic. Yep, hard to find good games for that. Pitch to Glaviano. There's a base hit past Robinson. So 2 out. A runner on first for Lanier. Max at 107 on the FM dial. 3 for 28 with 2 RBI. And Lanier strikes out. He got him to look at a 2-2 fastball in there at the knees for strike 3. So the Cardinals leave a 2 on. No runs, or 1 runner on. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the 3rd inning. It's 2-0 Brooklyn. So it'll be Mixis, Ferrillo, and Robinson to face Lanier in the 3rd. Eddie with a sacrifice bunt, his first time up. It's a fly ball into center field. Howerton runs in, 1 out. Whenever the National League is settled, and it won't be this week, we will jump ahead to the World Series. These are the last two teams in contention for any playoff spot or World Series spot. The Yankees wrapped it up Tuesday. Furillo is 0 for 1. Mr. Forsberg said Elsa's been here all morning, getting a lot of rain. You getting any wind with that? Pitch to Furillo. There's a line drive past Shane Deans. That's a hit. And the Dodgers now have 5 hits on the afternoon or evening. Believe this is Wednesday night, September 21st. No wind. That's always good. You're inland or on the coast there, Mart? Jackie Robinson has 210 hits on the year now. He singled and drove in the first Dodger run in the first. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 fastball just below the belt. Inland. That's good. So no storm surge for you, hopefully. And not enough rain to cause flooding. Here's Hodges. Gill struck out his first time up. And there's a fly ball. Center field. Howerton goes back. Makes the catch to retire the side. Dodgers strand a runner. No runs, a hit, no errors. Bottom 3 here at Sportsman's Park. 2-0 Brooklyn. It's September already there, Mr. Matthews. How are you? Not only that, we got a pennant winner in the American League, and the Dodgers are knocking on the door in the National League. Shane Deans singled his first time up. Opening 9 for Newcomb, 39 pitches. 2 innings, 5 hits, and 2 strikeouts. So when the race is over, we'll stick with it. We have a flood watch until 3. You had a dry summer where you are, Mark? We will go right to the World Series. The odd number games will be daytime and at noon. And the even number games will be at night. And the Yankees just don't care. They're just waiting. Pitch to Shane Deans. There's a ground ball to second. Robinson has to hurry. Throws to first for the out. 1 out for Marion, who struck out his first time up. 2 for Nuke. There's a chopper. Reese over to first. And that's an error. Now, who's the error on? It got away from Hodges. It was a high throw. And how the heck is Keith Olbermann's mom here again? Jiminy Crickets. Marion goes to second. She takes one off the noggin. And that's the first error of the ballgame. And you don't want to be making extra outs with Stan Musial up. He's in North Carolina, Matt. Ask in the chat, where in Michigan are you watching for floodwaters? He's in North Carolina being visited by Elsa. Musial singled his first time up and draws a walk. First walk by Newcomb. Brings up Slaughter, who singled his first time up. Against the Dodgers, he has really hit them well. 20 for 75, 2 homers and 7 RBI, but 8 doubles. Against the Cubs and the Pirates, he hit over 400. The Dodgers, by the way, have won the season series. Pitch to Slaughter. There's a base hit left center field. Marion will round third. Olmo picks it up. But they will hold Marty to let Northey hit. So Marion on third. Musial on second. Slaughter on first. As Matt and Mark discuss old times in Michigan. Northey, ground ball right to Newcomb. The throw to the plate. Marion is safe. Everybody's safe. It was right back up the box. And Newcomb threw home, and the runner, Marion, slid under the tag. So nobody is out there. Bases are still loaded for Bill Howerton, who singled his first time up. So 2-1 Brooklyn, bottom of the third inning, and the Cardinals are knocking on the door. Musial on third, Slaughter on second, Northey on first. And in the chat we play It's a Small World After All. Pitch to Howerton is a fly ball to left. That will score Musial, I think. Omo comes in. Stan goes back to tag. They're going to send him. The throw to the plate is not in time. Musial scores. It's a sac fly for Howerton, and we are tied at 2. So 2 out for Garagiola, who grounded into a double play his first time up. Newcomb winds and deals, and there's a line drive down the line in right field. Slaughter scores. Northey will round third. Garagiola's got 2. The throw from Robinson. They got him! They got him! Ferrillo to Robinson to Campanella. The Cardinals get 3. They wanted 4. Northey tried to bowl over Campanella, but Roy held on for the tag, and that is that. But the Cardinals, 3 big runs, and we go to the 4th. It is 3-2 St. Louis. Who says there's no contact in baseball? So here are the standings. We could do that. I've never done that for any of the... This will be my 5th finished online replay. And the 3rd for baseball. Standings, you see the number in the American League. The Yankees have won it all. They are 93-game winners. I think Jamie said they had 197. They still have an outside chance at 100. And the story in the National League, the Dodgers by 2.5. Brooklyn only has 2 home games left. The Cardinals are coming down to brass tacks too, so Ray Fosse would say there was contact. We'll see what I can do, because this will be the 3rd replay that we've done. So this is it. It's the Cardinals and the Dodgers. Great year for the Giants and the Pirates. The Phillies, don't let that bad record fool you. They will obviously, if we were doing 1950, contend. The National League is strong. 6 teams are at 500 or better. So Louis Olmo doubled his first time up and scored. Ray Fosse would say there was contact. Yep, he certainly would. Pitch to Olmo. Louis hits a ground ball to second. Shane Dienstover to first, 1 out. So the Cardinals, with 3 in the 3rd, now lead this game. Here's Campanella. I'm sure that shoulder got dinged a bit. 0 for 1. Walked him. So first walk from Lanier, and the 3-1 was a ball outside. So 1 on, 1 out for Duke Snider, who actually stole 12 bases in real life. He singled, drove home run number 87, and stole that base. And Snider in the left field, or shallow left field. Actually, Glaviano drifts into foul territory and makes the catch, 2 out. Brings up Newcomb, who's 0 for 1. If we do get a playoff here in the National League, Game 1 would be in St. Louis. Remember, it would be a best of 3. And because, although you don't have to worry about travel on the computer, we would do it realistically. Games 2 and 3, if needed, would be in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn has the home field advantage. They lead the season series 12-8. In fact, they lead the season series here in St. Louis 5-4. 2 out. There's a fly ball to right. Northie will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So the Dodgers, no runs, no hits, and no errors. They strand a runner after 3.5, 3-2 St. Louis. So there's Glaviano, Lanier, and Schoendienst. Tommy singled his first time up. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. And they've left on 4. Dodgers 2 runs, 5 hits, an error. And they've left on 4. Pitch to Glaviano. Strike 3. Newcomb got him to swing and miss on a fastball. Brings up Lanier. Max struck out his first time up. Ball 4. You never want to walk the pitcher. That's a beer league walk. Full count. Fastball was low and outside. Brings up Schoendienst, who's 1 for 2. Nuke threw 18 batters, 78 pitches, 3 1/3 innings. Not very efficient. 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He's walked 2. No, they're not earned. Pardon me, none of those runs are earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 3. There's a line drive to second. Robinson is there, 2 out. Here's Marion. Marty is 0 for 2. Has struck out, reached on an error, and scored. There's a ground ball to short. Reese flips it to Robinson, and that will retire the side. Cardinals strand a runner. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 5th here at Sportsman's Park. 3-2 St. Louis. So Lanier, his opening 18 batters on 69 pitches. 4 innings, 5 hits. Both of the Dodger runs are earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 2. Pee Wee has singled and scored. He's 1 for 2. And there's a ground ball base hit up the middle. So Reese has the 6th Dodger hit. Brings up Eddie Mixis, who's 0 for 1. He also has a bunt. They play for it. Throw to first, and Pee Wee's back. There's 29 steals on the year. He'll stay put. Mixes bunts. Garagiola throws to Schoendienst covering for the out. 1 out. Reese at second. Ferrillo at the plate. Carl 1 for 2 with a single. Wheel of Fortune play. Throws down, and Reese isn't a threat to steal now. Pee Wee was taking a generous lead off the bag, and Schoendienst held him. Gets away from Garagiola and all that, and Pee Wee goes to third on the pass ball. So it was a low, it was a ball for sure. Now the count is 1-2, but Garagiola couldn't find the handle. So the tying run is at third with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Pitch from Ferrillo. There's a ground ball to first. Musial will let the run score. I believe he takes it to the bag himself or flips it to Lanier, regardless of which, there's 2 out. And if you are keeping score, it is 3-1. So 3-3 the score. The pass ball by Garagiola now looms large in a 3-3 tie. Here's Robinson. Jackie singled, struck out. Only the 21st time he's done that this year. And now has driven in 107. Got him! He strikes out again. A fastball outside on the black on a full count, and that will retire the side. Halfway home on a Thursday afternoon. for a Wednesday night. In 1949, the Dodgers get a run on a hit and no errors. It's the Dodgers 3, the Cardinals 3. Well, if you joined the slate, as you would expect, this has been a dandy game between two teams fighting for a championship. Dodgers got on the board first. Jackie Robinson with an RBI single to score Pee Wee Reese to make it 1-0 Brooklyn. Cardinals had 3 hits in the first and didn't get anybody home. In the second, Duke Snyder singled home Tickle Me Elmo to make it 2-0 Brooklyn. In the third, the Cardinals set 7 to the plate and scored 3. Ron Northey hit a grounder to make it 2-1. Bill Howerton with a sac fly to tie the ball game at 2, and then Joe Garagiola doubled on the line and right, made it 3-2. A runner was thrown out at the plate to end the inning. In the fifth, Carl Furillo with a fielder's choice has tied this ball game at 3. Don Newcomb, 7-hitter through 4, 3 unearned runs. Max Lanier, a 6-hitter through 5. 2 of the 3 Dodger runs are earned. The one in the fifth coming off the pass ball is an unearned run. So 3-3 the score. Musial at the plate. Stan has walked, scored, and singled 1 for 1. Pitch from Newcomb and Musial into right field. That's got a chance. Back goes Furillo, and that's long gone. And it's 4-3 St. Louis. So we told you Musial was going to have to get hot if they were to catch the Dodgers. And that's a good way to start. That's his 28th of the year. And it's 4-3 St. Louis. Musial just powered that one down the line and right into that 7-mile-an-hour wind. He is indeed the man. So the Cards do their job. Here's Slaughter. Enos is 2 for 2. He has singled twice and scored. Pitch to Slaughter is a line drive foul, third base side. A scout wearing a Yankee jacket made that catch. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a chopper to short. Reese on the grass has to hurry. Slaughter can run, and he is out on a bang-banger by Pee Wee Reese. 1 out. Brings up Northey, who's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Ron chops that one down to second, or short. Pee Wee again, second, first, same as the first, 2 out. Brings up Bill Howerton, a victim of the sac fly rule of the era, which is an at-bat. He's 1 for 2, he is singled. Any projects on your future retro station? Well, there'll be a video about that. Hopefully everything's okay. The bowling alley has returned you in one piece. Struck him out. Newcomb got him. So he swings and misses for strike 3. But the home run by Stan Musial puts the Cardinals up on a run and a hit and no errors after 5. 4-3. You're on the golf course. Well, you got some hockey to watch. Did part of the Dave Gardner is doing the 78 Stanley Cup playoffs, and we've reached the semifinals. And I did the series between the Islanders and the Blackhawks. Well, I was on vacation last week, so we'll be doing some of that. Gil Hodges is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Lanier's pitch. There's a base hit into right field. Hodges will round first and hold. That's the 7th Dodger hit. So Lanier hasn't fooled many people. As we start the 6th inning, Olmo, double, run scored, 1 for 2. Louis bunts one. Garagiola throws to second. They got Hodges. So the sacrifice does not work. And there's one out. Thank you. We take great pride in those shows. We're working on number 100, by the way. Will come this August. Yep, Lord Stanley enjoyed his time in Tampa. I'm not sure he's enjoying it this week, but he enjoyed his time in Tampa. And as a Montreal Canadiens fan, you know, most times you get into a championship situation. Campanella, by the way, 0 for 1 with a walk. Olmo on first, 1 out. And you never just want to be just happy to be there. But because Montreal was 18th in points in the NHL this year, it really was a case of we're just happy to be there. And congratulations to the Lightning on their back-to-back championships. Well-deserved. Pitch to Campanella. There goes Olmo. The throw down to Shane Deanston. Louis has his 3rd stolen base of the year. It's a great run. You cannot take anything away from that. They were a tired unit come the Cup. Remember, they were down 3-1 to Toronto in the first round. Won that in 7, then stunned Winnipeg and Vegas. Yeah, that's a fantastic run. The Lightning are an expansion franchise. I believe their first season was 92-93. So all 3 of Tampa's teams, by the way, are originals. Here's Campanella, 0 for 1 with a walk. A 2-2, and Roy hits a ground ball to second. Shane Deanston over to first for the out. 100th episode may be the Wilt episode, but you guys may have a challenge after that. 2 out for Olmo. Here's Snyder. Duke is 1 for 2. Has an RBI, tying run on third, and a stolen base. 3. Well, the Lightning, the Buccaneers, and the Devil Rays. The Rays. They're all they're all expansion teams, but no one moved there. And that's true. If you look at Tampa Bay, 2 out of 3 are world champions. I wonder if they'll let Brady take a sip out of the Stanley Cup. Hard to believe. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, we always pick a jersey. It was your 3rd cup, by the way, for Tampa. A relevant number for each episode. It's amazing that we're going to get to 100. Garagiola goes out and talks to Lanier. Here's the pitch. Snyder is a line drive to Musial, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. They leave a runner on. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-3, St. Louis. And that's true. The Rays are defending American League champions. So who would have ever thought that Tampa Bay was Championship City, USA? Here's Garagiola. Joe has a double and an RBI and grunted into a double play. He's 1 for 2. Next thing you know, they'll be opening up Dunkin' Donuts on every corner. Walked him. So Newcomb loses him. 3rd walk for Don. Brings up Glaviano, who has singled and struck out. He's 1 for 2. It's a ground ball to third. Might be 2. Mixus. Robinson for 1. Over to first. 5-4-3. And there's 2 out on the double play. Brings up Lanier, who will pitch the 7th, or start the 7th. He has walked and struck out. There's a ground ball to short. Pee Wee throws it across the way for the out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. They leave no errors. And they didn't strand anybody. We go to the 7th, 4-3 St. Louis. It'll be Newcomb or a spot, Reese and Mixis to face Lanier in the 7th. I'm not sure. I don't really know how. The question in the chat is, would Tampa ever entertain getting an NBA franchise? I'm not sure how well Orlando and Miami draw. You obviously have Amalie Arena, so a place in downtown Tampa. Someone posted, Tom Brady can't throw the Stanley Cup. No, but he can drink out of it. Pitch to Newcomb, who's 0 for 2. Ground ball to short. Marion over to first, 1 out. It's a heck of a run for Tampa, isn't it? Here's Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee is 2 for 3. He singled twice and scored twice. Lanier, after 27 batters, 108 pitches, 6 1/3 innings, 7 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. There's a ground ball to third. Glaviano across the way, 2 out. Seattle would be, I think Seattle is guaranteed, John, the next expansion team. And a wink, wink, nudge, nudge deal. The Kraken start play in the NHL come October. Here's Mixis. Eddie is 0 for 1. Forsberg, of course. Colorado. My last name is not on the cup. Although my team is 124. Pitch to Mixis. There's a ground ball to short. Marion makes a diving stop, gets up, throws to first, and down go the Dodgers. It's stretch time here in St. Louis, 4-3 Cards. So Shane Dienst is 1 for 3. Newcomb, 27 batters deep, 114 pitches, 6 innings, 8 hits. The home run to Musial, and that looms large now as it made it 4-3 St. Louis. The only run of the 4 that is earned. He has walked 3 and struck out 4. Shane Dienst 1 for 3 with a single. And this time he chops one down to first. Hodges will underhand it to Newcomb, 1 out. Here's Marty Marion. Marty is 0 for 3. He has scored and struck out. I doubt that anyone would have the appetite to do a co-op season replay. A playoff is a lot quicker. There are some. I know if you go to the replay board on Delphi, Matt, that there are some co-op replays. Pitch to Marion. There's a long drive to left and gone. He hit that out of Sportsman's Park with authority. And Aloha says goodbye. That is off the scoreboard. And it's 5-3 St. Louis. My goodness gracious. Marty Marion just launched that one. And somewhere in Charlotte, North Carolina, someone just choked on their lunch. That ball is smashed. So the Cardinals, a 2-run lead now here in the bottom of the 7th. Marty was juicing back then. Straight apple juice there, Matt. Straight apple juice. Here's Musial, staying 2 for 2 in his 28th of the year in the 5th. Driven in 109 and scored 108. He's also walked and singled. They've not retired the man this afternoon. There's a chopper to third. They'll get him this time. Mix this over to first. Maybe not. Stands running. He is out. So 2 out for Slaughter. Enos 2 for 3. Singled twice and scored. Matt, you're aren't you a member of the Facebook group, the Digital Dice Facebook group? If not, you should be. We have over 770 members. Slaughter hits a fly ball to right. Ferrillo going back and will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But Marty Marion puts one deep in the bleachers in left center field. We go to the 8th. It's 5-3 St. Louis. So Lanier, I think we're going to let... They'd like to get one more out of Lanier so we could double switch for Northey. Slaughter's not the one you'd want to pull. If you're a member of the Digital Dice or Sports Sims and Replay groups on Facebook, ask there about anyone interested in doing a co-op replay. Ferrillo 1 for 3. He's got himself a single and it drove in his 128th run. Lanier pretty much running on fumes right now. Starts the 8th with ball 4. That brings up Robinson as a tying run. Jackie 1 for 3. He has struck out twice and singled. So Lanier right on the razor's edge of getting pulled. Pitch to Robinson is a ground ball to Lanier. His only play is to first. He stabbed it, threw it over to Musial for the out. 1 out for Gil Hodges. Gil 1 for 3, a single and a strikeout. I think the 49 season set a record. We did have one in a game. It'll be... Well, it can't be Jerry Steele. Ted Wilkes eventually. They could go with Staley. But right now it's Wilkes. He'll bat in the 9 hole. Wilkes, 50th appearance on the year, 9-9 with 8 saves. An ERA of 3.66. 33 years old, fastball pitcher, 87, and a ground ball pitcher. Against the Dodgers, this is his 6th time out. 9 1/3 innings, 12 hits. 6 runs all around. He walked 5 and struck out 3 so far. 0-1 the record with 2 saves, ERA of 5.79. Court last pitched on the 18th against the Phillies and struck out the lone man he faced. Yeah, no relation to Silk. 78 2/3 innings, 80 hits, 6 home runs. 41 in total, 32 earned. He's walked 29 and struck out 49. 1 out. The key is I think you just got to pitch to Hodges. First base is open, but Olmo is on a tear, so they'll go after Gil. 1 out, runner on second, popped up. Garagiola will let that go to the screen. Yeah, he can't get it. And the count is 2-2. It would not break anyone's heart if Hodges drew the walk. Then he would set the double play. The 2-2. Popped up. That's even better if you're a Cardinal fan. Glaviano calls for it, makes the catch 2 away. So here's Olmo. Louis 1 for 3. A double, a run scored, and a stolen base. Tying run is at the plate. Wilkes steals. Ferrillo goes. There's a line drive left center field. Howerton will pick it up. Carter will round third and score, and it's 5-4 St. Louis. So, the two best teams in the National League are leaving it all out on the field on a cool night in St. Louis. 63 degrees, winds blowing in from 7. That is the very definition of a duck snort single. Here's Campanella. Roy is 0 for 2 with a walk. Olmo, the tying run, is on first. Campanella, of course, can give the Dodgers the lead with a home run. He has 21. And there's a snap throw to first, and Olmo is back. A curveball outside. Garagiola and Musial were on the same page, thankfully. Throw to first. Olmo is back. You can see the gears turning in my head. Good thing the smoke detector isn't going off. I'm actually having to think now. The 1-0. There's a fly ball to left, but foul. Campy got all of that one late. Big Clue has a new job. Doing well. Talked with him recently. And hopefully he can sneak in for some daytime action. But we will talk with him, I'm sure, during the World Series. So 1-1 the count, 2 out, top of the 8th, 5-4 Cardinals. Tickle Me is having a good game. He's 2 for 4, Mr. Gardner, with a run scored and an RBI. Pitch to Campanella. There's a fly ball to left. That will stay in the yard. Slaughter is there. And that'll do it for Newcomb. It'll be Bud Podbelin to face the Cardinals. Dodgers get a huge run here in the 8th on a hit, no errors. Bottom 8 here at Sportsman's, it's 5-4 St. Louis. And Bud, making his 6th appearance of the year, is 2-0 with an ERA at 2.25. Fastball pitcher at 88 and a flyball plus pitcher. He has faced the Cardinals now twice. He got a start against them. Went 5 innings, 5 hits, a run it was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1 and won the ballgame. His last appearance was against the Cubbies last night, or yesterday. They don't play night games at Wrigley Run, especially in 1949. 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2 and somehow got the win. 12 innings overall now for Bud. 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A homer. He walked 8 and struck out 4. So righty versus lefty, lefty, lefty. Northey, Howerton, and Garagiola. Ryan is 0 for 3 with an RBI. Pitch to Northey. Ball 4. So the Cardinals could use an insurance run here. Here's Bill Howerton, 1 for 3. Has singled, sac flied, which of course counts as that bat in 49, and struck out. We'll make an announcement, by the way, after this half inning. Howerton with a base hit into right center field. It might be 2. Nope, Northey will hold at second. So runners on first and second, and nobody out for Joe Garagiola, who was 1 for 2, a double, an RBI, and a walk. Tickle Me Olmo. Louis Olmo, who, by the way, has been taken out of the game. Good thing you asked that, because I wouldn't have looked. Podbelin bats in the 6th hole, and Gene Hermansky is in for Louis Olmo in left, 4 and the 6. So Louis Olmo, because it's so close to Elmo, we gave him the nickname Tickle Me Olmo. Elsa's heading up the coast. Did she at least take the milk and cookies you left her? Pitch to Garagiola is a fly ball right center field. Northey will go back, and he will not tag. That brings up Glaviano 1 for 3. Singled, grounded into a double play, and struck out. That nickname was so obvious. You imagine you make the major leagues, and then your nickname comes from a children's toy. So first and second, 1 out. Glaviano 1 for 3. St. Louis needs a run. They'd like another run. Pitch to Tommy. Ball 4. So now you're going to have to pinch hit for Wilkes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Who can hit a righty? And we'll bring up Nippy Jones, who should be playing first. 353, 7 homers, and 70 RBI. Is 139 hits on the replay. Northey on third, Howerton on second, Glaviano on first. Infield playing halfway. 5-4 Cardinals, bottom of the 8th. 1 out. Here's a base hit left field. Northey will score. Howerton will score because Hermansky bobbles it. The defensive replacement is botched. Glaviano goes to third at 7-4 St. Louis. So Dodger fans, you're going to have to wait a little longer before going to Ebbets to buy your World Series tickets. The Cardinals have come alive. Like Peter Frampton. Here's Shane Dean. He's 1 for 4. Hermansky made that bad. 2 errors now for the Dodgers in the game as Jones moves to second. Glaviano on third. Shane Dean 1 for 4 with a single. There's another base hit in the left field. Glaviano scores. Jones will hold. As the heart of the Cardinal order comes in, it's now 8-4 St. Louis. And now bring up Marty Marion, who smashed his 12th of the year, his last time up. So tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, the second and last scheduled game this year between the Cardinals and the Dodgers. Pitch to Marion. There's a base hit in the right center field. Jones will score. Marion digging for 2. He's got it. It's his 32nd double of the year, and the Cardinals have broken this one open. So here's Musial. Stan is 2 for 3. Has singled, walked, scored twice in his 28th of the year. Podbeline, or Pod... Matt, how would you say that? Podbeline? Today you'd say goat. Pitch to Musial is a fly ball to left. Hermansky's got it. Shane Dienst will tag and score without a throw. 2 out. And it's now 10-4. Podbeline. Okay, thank you. Here's Slaughter. Enos is 2 for 4 with a run scored. So Podbeline has given up 5 earned runs here in the 8th. And the Yankees have got to be going, wah! Pitch to Slaughter. Ball 4. We're still not done yet. Third walk given up. He's faced 9 batters. And 7 have reached. In the immortal words of Dana Carvey, that's bad. So Northey already batted once this inning. He's 0 for 3. Walked, scored, and drove in run 46. Ball 4. So that's the 4th walk for Bud. Here's Bill Howerton. He's got himself another single. He's 2 for 4. They're loaded again, and Garagiola on deck. Campanella finally goes down to talk to him. Bud takes a deep breath, popped up, left side. It'll be Mixus, I believe. It'll make the catch, and that will do it. But the Cardinals have put a whipping on right now. 5 runs, 4 hits, and an error. We go to the 9th. It's the Cardinals 10, the Dodgers 4. So Jerry Staley comes in. So let's get to all the changes first, and then I'm going to go on camera for a second. Jerry Staley, the new pitcher. We'll tell about him. Podbilin. Well, Crying in the Shower is his name right now. Musial moves out to right. He's a 9 and a 7. Nippy Jones stays in the game in the 9 hole. He's a 6 at first. And Jerry Staley, we'll tell you about in a minute, but he will bat 5th. And if he bats in this game, we got ourselves a world of hurt. On this button. Alright, so I wanted to be the first to tell you, and I'll do a video on this that you'll see on YouTube before you see this game, to announce that Retro Sports Network hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday, which is a pretty amazing thing if you can, all things considered. So for those of you who watch me make a fool out of myself a few times a week on Twitch, and then watch later on tape on YouTube, thank you so much. It means a great deal that this channel has hit 1,000 subscribers. So again, we'll be doing some thank yous later today on YouTube and all that, but that's the big announcement, is that we hit 1,000 subs today on YouTube. I knew it was last night. Thanks, John. And was wondering this morning, just kind of like, you know, all right, who's going to unsub? But no one unsubbed last night, so Gardner's going, I'll do it, I'll unsub right now. So that's it, 1,000 subs on YouTube. That's a big deal. I can actually now make $3 a year. All right, back to the game, everybody. So Snyder, we got to tell you about Staley first. He's 11 and 7. 5 saves and an ERA of 3.85. 33rd appearance for Jerry. He's got one more start in 3 days. He's 11 and 7 with 5 saves. Against the Dodgers, this is his 5th appearance. 3 of those have been starts. 26 in the 3rd innings, 26 hits, 9 runs, all earned. He walked 7 and struck out 6. 1 and 2. With an ERA of 3.08. Do we all get $1,000 from you? Oh, sure. With all the money I'm making, I'm going to write those checks out right now. Jerry hasn't pitched in 10 days. He went 1/3 of an inning against the Reds and retired a batter. 145 innings, 150 hits, 10 home runs, 70 in total, 62 earned. He's walked 34. Struck out 42. Fastball pitcher, 28 years old. Didn't he play in the NBA? Anyway, I know he pitched for the White Sox. Dave Hampton, yep, okay. Elvis says, I gotta find my own green book from 54. They had all the pronounced names. Remember that the running back, that's what I was thinking of, that went over 1,000 yards in the last game, and they gave him one more carry, and he lost 5 and fell out. Yep, Dave Hampton, former Packer. Didn't someone do that from the Falcons, too? So I didn't want to say it, do the video, and have someone go, screw you, I'm going home. Duke Snyder, 1 for 3, with an RBI and a stolen base. Staley, 3 more outs, and the Cardinals... Oh, he was a Falcon then, okay. 3 more outs, and the margin falls to 1.5 games. Ground ball, base hit. So Snyder on. Dodgers need 6 to tie, 7 to go ahead. Here's Hermansky. Gene at 314, 9 homers and 27 RBI. Staley's pitch. Hermansky into right. Back goes Musial. That's way back there, and that is off the wall. So Snyder will round third and score. Hermansky's going into third to throw to Glaviano. Oh, no. So a triple by Hermansky makes it 10-5. And now bring up Pee Wee Reese. I will do my best, Matt, and thanks for all that you do. Here's Reese. Pee Wee is 2 for 4. He has scored twice. Tomorrow at noon, by the way, you could listen on the golf course. These two teams again. He has scored twice as Pee Wee. This time around, a ground ball to third. Glaviano throws to the plate, and Garagiola's got Hermansky in a rundown, 1 out. So Glaviano and Garagiola play pickle. And Hermansky is tagged out. 1 out. A run in before that. 10-5. Here's Mixes. He's 0 for 2. And he swings. Fly ball to left center. Slaughter is there. And there's 2 out. So noon tomorrow, the last regularly scheduled meeting this season between the Cardinals and the Dodgers. And St. Louis has put some wind back in their sails. 2 out for Ferrillo, who was 1 for 3. He has singled, driven in a run and walked, and scored. Throw to first, Pee Wee back. Staley winds and deals. There's a line drive past Shane Dienst. Howerton will pick it up. And the Dodgers have runners on the corners. 2 out for Jackie Robinson. Mr. Robinson 1 for 4. A single, an RBI, and a struck out twice. Staley has not pitched all that well. But he still has a 5-run cushion. He will win with a 5-run cushion. That's in the center field. Howerton closes the glove, and the Cardinals have cut the lead down to a 1.5 games. The magic number stays 7. So 10 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. Marty Marion is going to be your MVP. He went 2 for 5 with 2 RBI and a monster home run to left. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Don Newcomb falls to 16 and 11 for the Dodgers. 7 runs on 9 hits. 5 runs, only 2 earned. The 2 homers, Musial and Marion. He walked 3 and struck out 4. Bud, whatever his name is, Podbelan, he got Christmas treed. 1 inning, 4 hits, 5 runs, lit right up. All earned. He walked 4. He doesn't even, thanks John, doesn't even get the year's supply of creamettes. Max Lanier goes to 7 and 3 with a win. 7 in the 3rd inning, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 3. Wilkes and Staley slammed the door. And so, we'll play the rest of this Wednesday the 21st in baseball. Everything else does not matter because the Yankees lose. The A's beat the Tigers 6-2. Joe Coleman 12 and 14. Howdeman 7 and 13. Moses 1 for 2 with 2 walks. The White Sox beat the Yankees at Yankee Stadium 9-7. Hefner goes to 2 and 5. Tommy Byrne, not sure if we'll have to use him as a starter or not for the Yankees come the World Series. He's 13 and 12. Bobby Brown 3 for 5, his 4th home run of the year and 3 RBI. Red Sox beat the Indians. They're only a game apart for second place. Jack Kramer goes to 8 and 8. Oh, the score was 9-3. Mike Garcia falls to 6 and 8. Ted Williams 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. Red Sox pound out 16 hits. Reds beat the Giants 9-4. Waymeyer 4 and 17. Larry Jansen 16 and 13. Cooper 2 homers, 2 for 4. He's got 21. He drove in Walker drove in 5. Cubs beat the Phillies 3-2. Hacker gets the win 5-4. Constanti takes the loss. Next year, Jimmy. Next year. 2-10. Serena. It's his last name. 2-4. A solo shot, or his first of the year with 2 RBI. The Nats beat the Browns 7-2. White goes to 4-9. Ferris Fannin 4-15. Ortiz 3-4 with his first. And the Pirates beat the Braves 7-6. Tom Safella, 15-game hitting streak for Pittsburgh. Gumbert 5-2. Nels Potter falls to 4-3. Connie Ryan 2 homers, or 2-4 with a homer and a double. Well, you know everything you need to know. Everything else is with the double digits. So tomorrow it is the Dodgers and Cardinals again. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you the next time. So long, everybody.